Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Air Traffic Control Oscars. First, I'd like to begin with congratulations to Boz for on his retirement and his family. And after 30 years, almost 30 years, of controlling airplanes, he's finally put his headset away. And Boz, enjoy your retirement while it lasts. Because according to the Mayans, you got about 3 weeks.
Why do you think I did it?
Okay, I just want to tell you a couple things about Boz. I worked with Boz for a long time. And ever since I've known him, he's always been kind of an air traffic control daredevil. He liked to run them tight. He liked to run them as close to that 5 miles as he possibly could. And maybe even less sometimes, if the rules allowed it. So let me give you a little bit of a sample of what goes on in Chicago Center and South Area while Boz was there. Well, first of all, you have Eustace McGarr. He'd be sitting at the Roberts Center, and he'd be trying to miss somebody down by St. Louis. And you'd have Blaber sitting there trying to get him out, and he's rolling his eyes and waving his arms in disgust. And then you'd have Sinkhorn standing by the desk 2 hours before the shift started. And then you'd have Karen sitting at Boiler, and Karen's doing what Karen does. And then me, I'd be as quiet as a mouse at the Chanute Center. Trying to figure out a way to get Kelly to like me again. So, and then there was Boz. He'd be at Piatone, and he'd be wondering, what's the closest I can legally get these two together? And so about 5 minutes passes, I get a call on the line, I go, it says, hey, watch Boz, he's running a close one. And so I say, Boz, are you showing off the size of your testicles again? And so I look over there, and he's got 2 airplanes about a mile apart at the same altitude, heading away from each other. The supervisor comes over and says, hey, Boz, what are you doing with these two? And Boz rattles off some obscure rule that Blaber never heard of.
No way!
And the supervisor just says, wow, and walks away. So Boz, if I got the avocados, you got the cantaloupes. So let's begin with the awards now. And this is for best performance as an air traffic controller in a leading role. Hang on just a second. We've got a special report from Jim Cantori of the Weather Channel. Jim?
Sorry to interrupt people, I'm sorry. Jim Cantori from the Weather Channel. We've got some weather developments that everybody needs to know about right now. We've got Hurricane Sherry moving in all the way from the East Coast. The bands, the outer limits of the hurricane, are joining up now with Hurricane Eugene. The lingering effects of Eugene still in the area. Okay, this is a devastating force. Reminds me of a storm we had back in August of '96. And if it wasn't for guys like Mike Borzum, who go above and beyond the call of duty, take it upon himself to come into work early because he watched my broadcast and saw the weather was going. I just hope, he had to... Boz really came through for us back then when there was a storm. I just hope that his replacement, Alex Spaeth, can fill his shoes and do the same. Again, people, sorry for the interruption. Jim Cantori, back to you, Boginski.
Thank you, Jim Cantori. That was wonderful. Okay, now for best air traffic controller in a leading role, the nominees are Eustace McGarr for Hey, Indy, I'll miss that guy at Terre Haute. The story of a controller obsessed with other controllers' airspace. Timmy, the grouper Young, for Hey, take that guy to 20. A futile attempt at separation. Eugene Kerwin for Fire in the Hole. A controller's lifelong struggle with flatulence. Gary Riggle in Walter, Walter, a senile controller's last word. And finally, Mike the Boz Borzum. For 6 miles, I turned him too much. The story of a controller who likes to show off his cantaloupe. And the winner is the envelope, please. And the winner is, come up here, Turbert, Mike the Boz Borzum. 6 miles, I turned him too much. Gary, come on up here. Rick, come on up here. There you go, Boz. Here's your autographed picture of Gary Riggle.
Well, thank you all for coming. I really feel that I don't deserve all the adulation. You know, it's working almost 30 years at the FAA. It seems like only yesterday I started this. And, well, it takes a different kind of person to be a controller. All you controllers really know what I'm talking about. Everybody's statistical. We know that we are doing this better than anybody else. We all know that we're always right, all the time, even when we're wrong. Take it from our spouses, we all know that. Okay? But the job kind of has to be that way, because if you're not right all the time, something bad could happen. Air traffic control is like taking a test every time, taking every clearance, the right clearance, turning every guy the right amount every single time. And if you do something wrong, you have a plan B or a plan C or a plan D to come back on. It's like being a maestro in a symphony, having the drums come in at the right time, and then the strings and the horns, and it's just, it's really, I think, the more you work at it, the better you are at it. Like they say that youth and reaction doesn't hold a candle to old age and wisdom. Yeah! Just remember that. I have a couple of comments like Stanley had. Just a quick little thing. Hold on a minute. Similar to Stash, here's some statements. See if you can guess where they came from. All right, yell out if you know who said this. Poison's got the grout. Pete. Okay. I just call him Tim. Jimbo. I was watching the Weather Channel.
Hey, that's the buzz!
You're not going to turn that guy, are ya? Let me draw you a scenario. Shut up. No, you shut up. Take that guy to 20. Show me where it doesn't say that. First we got the hold on. We've got Omaha, Oklahoma. Agnes like the cow. We got tanks, MC. We got people, why are we fighting? Hey, boss. I don't have sleep apnea. I can sleep anytime I want. I'm tired of being admired. Fire in the hole. We heard that one before. Club Montaigne. Jesus Christ. How about oh dear God. Just do your job, Stanley. And with that, thank you very much. Thanks everybody for coming, friends, family, co-workers. service so much. Very much too kind. I appreciate it greatly. Drinks are on Stanley. Thanks, everybody. Thanks.
That's all we got.